Yo, yo, what is up, crew? And welcome back to another vlog. Well, technically, I was already filming this. However, I forgot some things inside my place as I was leaving to head to the gym this morning. And then, of course, as I opened my glove box, it was already there. Either way, I digress. I am in a massive season of shedding. I'm in a massive season of shedding. Shedding habits that no longer serve me. Shedding beliefs about myself and about others that may have served me at a certain point, but may no longer be serving me now. And it's during these seasons where I really push myself to really reassess, what got me here, what led me here, and what am I learning during this experience. Because I hate to break it to y'all, but this life, it is all a learning experience. Some may even refer to it as a purgatory, as in a place in between heaven and hell. And I believe that we are meant to live our lives so well that death will tremble to take us at the end of our life. Because this is just a snap before infinity. And I've just been going through this season of massive shedding beliefs, more shedding of my ego, and I believe it's making room for something great. Although I thought that is already what I had in my life. Although that's just how life is. You can believe that you are on the right path, and you can believe that you are doing all of the things to serve that. However, if it is not in alignment with your highest good and what is truly meant for you on this mission or this quest or whatever you want to refer to this experience on earth as, if it is truly not in alignment with you and who you are meant to be, or maybe even who you're meant to be with, at least in that moment, it's something that you get to accept. I think of other seasons of my life when I would go through massive shedding and just the patterns I would fall into and the people I would start to surround myself with. And I can't say that I was proud during those days. However, in retrospect, I always find the lessons for the reasons of the things that I'm experiencing. And maybe you can relate, but it just seems like recently there's shedding of so many things. I've been pushed to my edges in almost every dynamic you could think of in someone's life. Whether it's relational, financial, personal, emotional, I've gotten to experience it all. And I see the gratitude in it all. And I just posted something yesterday that so many of us commonly get caught up in the dogma of, am I making the right choice? Is this the right thing to do? And realistically, when we quantify something as right and wrong, we say that one is good and one is bad. And the thing is, if it's your choice and it is how you truly feel and you're convicted towards it, the only person that can say it's a bad choice or a bad decision is someone that disagrees with it. And that is based off their perspective and their perception. Now here's the thing. Perspective is inescapable. You are only ever through the eyes of someone else based off their experience of you. It does not mean that that is truly you. That's something that I'm thinking through. I'll be honest, I'm grieving. I'm grieving the loss of what was, in hopes that it will make room for what will be. And I know that that hope does not fall on deaf ears or faulty hands, But it's one of those things where, you see this whole vision of what you believe your future is going to look like, and you do everything through the lens of ensuring to make that happen, or ensuring that happens and that you're both seemingly fulfilled, only to be left in the same dogma as when you met that person before. And I'll be honest, it's frustrating. It brings me to my knees. It commonly brings me to tears. However, I'm recognizing that there's a lot I get to take responsibility over in these moments. And I'm learning the lesson, and I would not be doing the work that I'm doing with men and for men if I did not walk the walk myself. And currently, I'm just trying to find the rhyme or reason. And on the other hand, I recognize that it is in our midst of uncertainty that faith reveals the need for hands larger than our own. And I'm seeing that all of this is creating this huge dichotomy of a lesson of less is more. And it's really teaching me, if you really want something, you have to continue to work towards it. You cannot take the pressure off. And I'm seeing the instances where I took the pressure off and maybe even let my fragile, insecure ego get the best of me. Gentlemen, I'll remind you, your ego, it's not your amigo. Never has been, never will be. However, champions learn through metacognition. So I want you right now to take a minute and check in. How are you really? Like, how are you feeling? Take a minute. Because through metacognition, it allows us to detach our feelings from the experience, not in an unhealthy way, but in a way that allows us to move through what we are feeling. So the first step is check in. Do an emotional temperature. How are you really? What are the emotions that you're feeling in this moment? I feel restless. I feel confident. I feel anxious. I feel insecure. I feel worried. And that is from a bunch of different things in my life. And above all of that, I feel immensely grateful. Now, the next question is, how did you end up in this feeling? Well, for me, life. The hurdles of life and moving through and growing through what I get to go through. Now, what am I going to do with this feeling? I'm going to process it. I'm going to move through it. And I'm going to share here with you a little bit about what it is to go through this. And this next one, what are you learning from this feeling? And currently, I am learning to cherish the moments, regardless on how big or small they are. Truly cherish the moments that you do have with the people that you are with, because you have no idea when it may be the last time that you see them, or seemingly last time you get to experience them. And I'm just reflecting and have so much gratitude for every opportunity that I have around me, big or small.